Top of the fifth inning to you. Lyle Overbay will stand in to lead off. 0 for 1 for strikeout back into second against Vicente Padilla, who's at 64 pitches as we begin the top of the fifth. The first pitch to Overbay is on its way. Upstairs for a ball, 1-0. 0-3-1 Toronto, 1-5-0 Texas. Texas has left 6 men on base. The Blue Jays have left 3. On a 2-0 count, Overbay grounds out for 3. And there's 1 down now in the top of the fifth. So here's Royce Clayton now. And it's a 1-0 count to start off Clayton's at bat. 2-0 now to Royce Clayton. Clayton puts one in the air, and it's going to get over the head of Sosa. I'm not sure. Sosa put the glove up. I guess he thought it was closer to him than it was. And that resulted in a double for Royce Clayton. So here's Greg Zahn now, the catcher for the Blue Jays. And he'll try to hopefully bring in Clayton from second and potentially crack that egg open. It's currently occupying the Blue Jays' run total. First pitch is fouled off, 0-1. I don't know what it is about Zahn. To me, he always struck me as a guy that might be a manager someday. Just, the name, like, here comes Greg Zahn out of the dugout. I don't know. I guess it's the whole catcher thing, which I don't think is a coincidence at all. The catchers make very good managers. Or tend to, I should say. Not all. 2 ball and a strike count to Greg Zahn. And he pops it up. And it will be the Rangers catcher that retire the Blue Jays catcher in foul territory on the pop-up. So here's Aaron Hill now. First pitch to Hill on its way. And Hill pokes one up in the air, and it's going to get down. Here comes the runner, Clayton, from second. He's going to score, and the Blue Jays have cracked open that 0. It's 1-1 now. First pitch swinging by Hill results in Clayton scoring. And the Blue Jays, as you said, have tied it up now. They've also tied up the Rangers in the hit column. Johnson will come in. He'll give his shoes a whack with his bat. And before we get started here with this at bat, Padilla will throw over, and Hill's back in safely. First pitch of the ball, 1-0. Padilla in the stretch, he deals. He slide steps and pitches out, but no one's going anywhere. And now Reed Johnson's in a 2-0 count. Alex Rios on deck if they can get to him. Two ball, no strike count on its way. And Johnson lines out to the shortstop Young. And that'll retire the Blue Jays in their half of the fifth. But important for the Blue Jays as they strike a run and tie it up. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Strickland Propane and Propane Accessories call to the bullpen here. It'll be Brian Tallett taking over on the mound. As we mentioned, the Blue Jays may have planned a bullpen game of Sean Markham getting the start, and that looks like what they've done indeed. And with no double switch to worry about, it'll just be a straight-up pitching change. We'll get you Tallett's 0-7 stats here in a moment as he starts off Michael Young for ball 1-0. Tallett in 0-7 had 62 and a third innings pitched across 48 appearances, a 3.47 ERA, and 54 strikeouts. 6'6" left-hander from Midwest City, Oklahoma faces Michael Young. Teixeira and Cruz are also due up this inning. If any of those guys gets on and stays on, Sammy Sosa will get a chance to bat. And he's gone 3-0 on Michael Young here, the shortstop today for the Rangers, as we said, with Teixeira on deck. Tallett pitched in his career with Cleveland, Toronto, and St. Louis, and was a member of the 2011 Cardinals team. He was acquired in a trade along with Mark Zubczynski. And he has issued a leadoff walk. That'll bring in Mark Teixeira. Casey Jansen backing up Tallett in the bullpen. The pitch. Yeah, it's a ball. Not what you want to do out of the bullpen, throwing 5 straight balls. Especially in a tie game. And they'll pitch it out. Nothing doing. So now it's 6 straight balls. That one technically isn't on him. That was a pitch out, but you scored the same way. The 2-0. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss by Teixeira. And that'll get it to 2-1. The 2-1. 3-1. And Tallett's in danger, walking the first too many faces out of the bullpen. With Nelson Cruz, Sammy Sosa, and Hank Blaylock coming up behind these guys. The boppers in the Ranger lineup. But first, a pickoff attempt to Michael Young. He's back in safely. The 3-1 loses in ball 4. And the first 2 men have gotten on base via walks this inning. And that'll bring Nelson Cruz. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a line out. Tallett looking to further double play ball here. The first pitch is a strike, 0-1. Pitchers obviously are always looking for the strikeout pitch, but you think right here the double play ball would be preferred. It would advance the runner to third in theory, but in a tie ball game right now, you need the outs. The 0-1 to Nelson Cruz is fouled, and that'll get to 0-2. Tallett checks on the runner at second. The pitch. That's low for a ball. 1-2 now. Here's a 1-2 from Brian Tallett, and that's going to be lined and caught by Aaron Hill. So here is Sammy Sosa, member of the 600 home run club. 609 of those for Sammy. 273 career batting average and 1,667 RBIs for Sosa. Ball on a strike to Sosa. Year of the milestone, 2007. A lot of guys joined milestone clubs that year. Hoffman obviously became the first guy to join the 500 save club. Sosa, as we mentioned, 600 home runs. Thomas and A-Rod, 500 home runs. Glavine joined 300 wins. That's a pretty impressive crowd there. The 1-2 to Sosa is low, 2-2. And I'm sure there's some other guys that I'm missing out there that I mean no disrespect to. It's a model of consistency to be able to join any milestone club at any sport, really. This one's fouled off, and Sosa will stay alive, 2-2. And another foul ball by Sosa as he's making talent work here. Zahn will put down the sign. And the next pitch is in the air to center. Wells coming in. And he'll make the catch. And Sosa's retired. And that'll bring in Hank Blaylock now. So we'll see what Blaylock can do here with 2 outs and 2 men on in a 1-1 ball game in the bottom of the 5th here in Arlington. And it's a ball 1 to start. Ball on a strike now to Blaylock. Two 2-1 now. Jim Tomei, another guy that joined milestones in 07. He hit his 500th career home run. This is going to get through for a base hit. This might score the runner from second. It will. And the Rangers have retaken the lead. Up to second will go to Shera. It's an RBI single for Blaylock. And the Rangers are back on top, 2-1. Craig Biggio. 3,000 hits, 3,000 strikeouts as well for Pedro Martinez in 2007. MLB 08, the show's intro, didn't call it the year of the milestone for nothing as Ian Kinsler stands in with an 0-1 count. And of course, going into 08, Griffey Jr. was pursuing 600 as well. The 0-1 is in the air to left field. And Reed Johnson is there. That'll retire the Rangers in their half of the 5th. But they do retake the lead after giving up in the top half of that inning. We've played 5 in Arlington. The Rangers are back on top, 2-1. It'll be Alex Rios leading off for the Blue Jays. Thomas and Gloss are also due up in this inning. Anyone gets on and stays on. The center fielder Vernon Wells will bat. It's a first pitch strike to Rios, 0-1. Joaquin Benwatt and Ron Mahay backing up Padilla in the bullpen, who is at 79 pitches as we begin play here in the 6th. A ball and a strike now. Of course, the biggest milestone from 2007 was Barry Bonds breaking the all-time home run mark. We were talking about all the milestones in the bottom of the 5th as that's a fly out to Sosa to begin the top of the 6th, and that'll bring in Frank Thomas. Another member of the milestone from that year, and a bit of fascinating trivia. The Metrodome was where he hit it. That was where he clubbed his first career home run as well. Sosa clubbed his 600 off the Cubs, who he hit most of his with. And Thomas is down on strikes for the first time today. Now we're in Troy Gloss. He hits a first pitch strike to Gloss 0-1. A ball and a strike to Troy Gloss. Padilla up to 86 pitches now, so this might be his last inning of work. Yeah, it's 2 balls and a strike now to Gloss. And now Gloss skies one in the air to right field. Sosa's getting after it, and he'll make the catch to retire Gloss and retire the Blue Jays in the 6th inning. We're on to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Rangers are still on top, 2-1. It'll be Marlon Byrd leading off for the Rangers in their half of the 6th. Gerald Laird, Kenny Lofton to follow. If any of those guys gets on and stays on, Michael Young will bat. Brian Talbot back out for a second inning work and starts off Byrd for strike 0-1. To a ball and a strike now. 1-5-1 Toronto, 2-6-0 Texas. Texas has left 8 men on base. Toronto's left 4 men on base. This is fouled off, and it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count now. And this one's roped back up the middle for a base hit. So Byrd is 2 for 3 today. And that'll bring in the catcher, Gerald Laird. 0 for 2 with a flyout and a ground out thus far. Call it strike 0-1 to Laird. Yeah, 1-ball, 1-strike count. This is on the ground. This will probably not be able to play. They won't even try. They'll just throw on the first for the guaranteed out. Byrd will move up to second. And it's back top of the order for Kenny Lofton. It's a ball 1-0 to Lofton to start things off for his at bat. We have 1 down in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 balls and no strikes now to Lofton. Byrd, the runner at second, 1 down in the bottom of the 6th. 3-0 now to Lofton. It'll be Michael Young, assuming that they don't get a an out at third or an out on the base pass and Lofton out. Don't expect that to happen, personally. 3 balls and a strike now. We'll see what Ryan Talbot will throw Kenny Lofton in a 3 ball and a strike count. The pitch. 3-2. Full count is Talbot up to 39 pitches now. The full count offering. And Lofton will make him throw another pitch. That's fouled off. And that's a pitch outside for a ball 4. And now there's 2 men on for Michael Young. He's 1 for 2. Struck out, singled, and walked thus far. He's been brought in as well for a run. And it's 0-1 to start off the at-bat to Young. This is in the air to right field. Camping underneath it is Rios. And there's 2 down now. And the good throw by Rios will keep the runners where they are. Celebrity Mark Teixeira now. A ground out, a single, and a walk thus far for him. And this is foul, 0-1. Talbot comes set from the stretch. He kicks and he deals, and it's a ball and a strike now to Teixeira. This is in the air to center field and deep, but it's going to be caught in front of the warning track by Wells, and that will take us to the 7th. We've played 6, obviously, as I just said, and it's 2-1 Texas. Strickland Propane and Propane Accessories call to the bullpen. That'll be for Joaquin Benoit, an 0.70 and a 2.85 ERA across 70 games, 6 saves, 82 innings pitched, and 87 strikeouts. And his first task will be Vernon Wells. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out thus far. And he's picking on the first pitch and skies it to center field. And Lofton's there, and there's 1 down on the Blue Jay 7th. We never gave you Padilla's final line or the other man's or Sean Markham's final line. For Padilla, it was 6 innings pitched on 85 pitches, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts, 5 hits, and 1 walk. And he is the pitcher of record on the upside. Sean Markham will get a no decision. He pitched 4 innings in his start for the Blue Jays today on give up 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts, 5 hits, and 2 walks. And Lyle Overbay is in a 0-2 count. The 0-2. Swing and a miss by Overbay, and he is down on strikes. So Overbay and Royce Clayton hit by a pitch and a double to him for him this far. First pitch strike, and it's 0-1. This is in the air to right field, and Sosa's there. Let's get up and stretch those legs, folks. It's a 7th inning stretch. The Rangers are on top 2-1. Strickland Propane and Propane Accessories call to the bullpen. It'll be Casey Jansen, 2-3 with a 2.35 ERA across 70 games in 2007. 6 saves, 21 games finished, 39 strikeouts for him. First man in green will be the designated hitter Nelson Cruz. Sammy Sosa and Hank Blaylock are also due up in this inning. The only one gets on and stays on will be Ian Kinsler. The first pitch to Cruz, ball 1-0. The Rangers are leading 2-1 despite leaving 10 men on base thus far in this game. Blue Jays have only left 4 men on base. 2-0 count to Nelson Cruz. And here's the next pitch. 2-1 to Cruz now. Gotta give credit to Blue Jays pitching thus far for coming up in the clutch, as they have leaving 10 men stranded. Could be a lot worse. The 2-1. That's a ball, and now it's 3-1. And you got to be careful with Cruz. Here, you don't want to leave something too juicy that he takes you deep, but Sammy Sosa's waiting on deck, so you can't necessarily just put him on here either. The 3-1 just fouled off, and that'll get the full count, 3-2. Jansen delivers a full count pitch. Here it is. And Cruz puts one in the air to right field and deep. It is gone! On a full count offering, Nelson Cruz takes Casey Jansen deep, and it's a 3-1 ball game now. Jansen hung a pitch, and Cruz made sure to make him pay. He'll touch them all. On the Rangers' 8th hit of the ball game. This one got out of here in a hurry. 95.4 exit velocity, 369 projected distance. That's in feet, of course. And here's Sammy Sosa now with Brian Tallett and Jason Frazier backing up Casey Jansen in the Toronto bullpen. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. Jansen gets the sign he wants, and he'll deliver the 0-1. Sosa will foul that one off, and it's 0-2 now. And it's a ball and a strike count to Sammy Sosa now. Rangers have picked up 1 in the 3rd and 1 in the 5th, and now 1 in the 7th. The Blue Jays' only run came in the 5th inning of this game. Blue Jays have also accounted for the only error in this game as well. The 1-2 is on the ground to shortstop Royce Clayton, and he'll throw on to first to retire Sosa. And that'll bring in Hank Blaylock. Two flyouts and a single for Blaylock in this game. He also has an RBI. The first pitch. Ball 1-0. Here's the one delivery from Jansen. Blaylock swings and misses, and it's 1-1. Jansen pitched from 2006 to 2014 in Toronto. Had an off year in 2008. As in did not pitch. As this one's ripped on the line, that's going to be a fair ball. And it'll be a single for Blaylock. Jansen's final season was 2015 in Washington. So that'll bring in the Rangers second baseman Ian Kinsler now. The first pitch to Kinsler, right down the middle for a strike, 0-1. A single, a flyout, and another flyout for Kinsler thus far. That single came back in the second inning. The 0-1. That's fouled off, and that'll get the 2-strike count to Ian Kinsler now. The Blue Jays want to string together a they'll have Greg Zahn, Aaron Hill, and Reed Johnson do it for them in the next inning. And at the first ball, so Kinsler 1-2. Speaking of the Blue Jays, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Another thanks to Go Jays 09 for his contributions to the 2007 roster that you can find in the roster vault on the show. The 2-2 is a ball, 3-2. Next game, as you said, will be in Florida. Will be the Diamondbacks and Marlins 2005 rosters. We'd like to thank Crom Populous W33Z in advance for those rosters. And it'll be Brandon Webb against Jason Vargas. Wheel to Site has already decided that. Here's the next pitch from Jansen. It's fouled off. And that's back-to-back fouls off by Kinsler to keep him in this at-bat. Bottom of the third, 3-2 count. 1 out, 1 in, and 1 on in the inning. And they're fouled by Kinsler. The 1 in came on the home run by Nelson Cruz. The 1 on is Hank Blaylock. The 1 out is Sammy Sosa. The full count. And he walks Ian Kinsler. So they'll bring Marlon Byrd to the plate, 2 men on and 1 of them in scoring position. And a good opportunity to extend this lead as Jansen's already throwing 22 pitches out of the bullpen. Here's Marlon Byrd. A double, a single, and a flyout for him this far. Halfway to the cycle, but he's not likely to get another at-bat. Unless Toronto can come back and tie this one up and maybe send this one into extra innings. First pitch of the ball, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch is in the air to right field. That's going to be trouble. That's going to get down and hit off the wall. 2 men might score. Here comes one. Another one is chugging right behind him. And 2 runs will score. It's a 2-run RBI double for Marlon Byrd. That'll stretch the Ranger lead to 5-1. And that'll bring in the catcher, Gerald Laird, now. As soon as Blaylock scored, you knew Kinsler would score right behind him. We have another Strickland Propane and Propane Accessories call to the bullpen. It'll be Jason Frazier. The 5'9", 180-pound, 29-year-old Chicago native will take over. In 07, he was 1-5 with a 4.58 ERA, 3 saves, 18 games finished, 51 appearances, and 59 strikeouts. His first task will be Gerald Laird here. Ball 1 to Laird, 1-0. 0 for 3 with a ground out in the 6th. He had another ground out, another fly out in this game. Or a fly out, I should say. The 1-0 pitch. Outside for the ball, 2-0. Few runs already home this inning, and the Rangers are up over 10 hits this game. Strike in there, 2-1. 5-10-0 for the Rangers. 1-5-1 for the Blue Jays. And the Rangers, 10 men left on base, is starting to look less and less like a big deal the more the runs they tack on. Blue Jays have left 4 men on base. Laird fouled one off, and now he gets a 2-2 pitch. He puts it on the ground. No, he lines it, I should say, to the third baseman, Gloss. And that'll retire Laird. And there's 2 down now in the inning. Here's Kenny Lawton now with 2 outs. We'll see if he can extend the inning for Mr. Michael Young. First pitch to ball, 1-0. Get you caught up on the final lines of some pitchers here. Brian Tallett's final line, 2 innings pitched, 44 pitches, 1 earned run, 2 hits, 3 walks. It's 2-0 now to Kenny Lofton. The book on Casey Jansen not quite closed with Marlon Byrd over at second. The 2-0. Lofton pokes one up the middle, base hit into center. That might score Byrd from second. It will indeed, and the Rangers are up 6-1 now on their 11th hit of the game. And that will bring in Michael Young and close the book on Casey Jansen. He gives up 3 earned runs, 3 hits, a walk, no strikeouts in the game, and he threw 24 pitches. And now Lofton is running for second. Throw down is not in time. Just stolen base for Kenny Lofton. So the Rangers will get another guy to scoring position here of 2 outs. 4 runs now in this half inning by the Rangers. And this one's in the air to left field. Going back after it is Johnson. He'll have to play it off a wall. Lofton's going to score. They'll switch places at 7-1 Rangers. And that'll bring in the first baseman, Mark Teixeira. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. Young off second. The pitch. Ball and a strike now to the Rangers' third place hitter and their first baseman. And it's a ball now, 2-1. This is the 9th man to bat in the inning for the Rangers. And this will be the last batter as well. 9 men come to the plate. 5 score in that inning for the Rangers as they blow this one open. They are now leading 7-1 as we've played 7. Joaquin Benoit back out for his second inning of work. Greg Zahn will stand in and hope to maybe spark some kind of a response to that 5-run inning the Blue Jays just surrendered last half inning. The first pitch was a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. That's a swing and a miss by Zahn, and now he's in an 0-2 hole. Wright and Mahey backing up Benoit in the bullpen. The pitch. That's on the ground and foul. And another foul ball here. He'll keep battling here and making Benoit throw more pitches. That's the 3rd straight foul ball by Zahn. And now a ball here. Now get it to 1-2. Tonight's bid attendance 35,434. 35434. The 1-2 now is back up the middle. That's a base hit for Zahn, and that's how you get a response inning. Start to get your leadoff man aboard. And it's back to the top of the order now for Aaron Hill. Here's a pitch. And it's a ball, 1-0. Benoit is set. Here's his 1-0 delivery. And this is down the line and foul into the seats. Pitchers of record are Padilla on the upside and Talent on the downside. And if this score holds, there will be no save awarded. Not a save opportunity. Unless Benoit were to pitch the 8th and the 9th, in which case he would get the 3-inning save. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Aaron Hill, the Blue Jays second baseman. The pitch. Chopper fouled. A walk, a ground out, and a single in this game for Hill. And a 2-2. It is in the air to center field. Lawton after it, and he'll make the catch. Retreating back to first will be Greg Zahn, and there's 1 down now in the Blue Jay 8th. So that'll bring in the left fielder, Reed Johnson, now. The first pitch to Reed Johnson is in the air to left field. Bird after it, and he'll make the catch and get the throw back in. And again, Zahn will have to retreat back to first. And there's 2 down now in the Blue Jays, half of the 8th, and they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight. Here's Alex Rios now, the right fielder. And he'll try to get something going for his team. Again, down by 6, they need to get something going and get something going in a hurry. It's not a clock in this game, but there's certainly an allotted amount of outs. And they only have 4 more to work with as he fouls his first pitch off, 0-1. The pitch. And this is low for a ball, 1-1. And it's ball 2, 2-1 now to Alex Rios. Swing and miss by Rios, and now he is down to his last strike in this at bat, 2-2. Benoit checks the runner at first, the 2-2. Upstairs for ball, 3-2. The big Hurts on deck. So the Rangers probably want to get the out here. And they're unable to. He'll walk Rios, and that'll bring in Frank Thomas. 2 flyouts and a strikeout for him in this game. And the big Hurt would love to at least make this a save opportunity going into the 9th inning, assuming the Blue Jays bullpen could hold this score. But looking just for base runners and runs right now. The first pitch to Thomas is on the ground to Kinsler. He'll take the shutout at short, and the Blue Jays are retired in their half of the 8th. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Blue Jays still trail 7-1. And back out for another inning work will be Jason Frazier. Nelson Cruz, who hit a home run in his last at bat, will be the first one to face him here in this bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch to Cruz. Swung and a miss by Cruz, and it's 0-1. And Cruz was looking for a second home run for a swing like that. The 0-1 to Nelson Cruz is another big hack and another swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Sosa and Blaylock also do up the bat this inning, and those guys get on and stay on. It'll be the Rangers second baseman Ian Kinsler to bat. The 0-2 to Cruz. Lifted in the air to left field. Going after it is Johnson, and he'll make the catch on the run in front of the warning track, and that's the first out in the Ranger eighth. And they'll bring in slamming Sammy Sosa 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a flyout, as well as a walk in this game. First pitch is the ball, 1-0. Two and 0 now to Sammy. Sosa fouls one off. It's 2-1 now. The 2-1. It's a ball 3-1 now. Hank Blaylock, the on-deck hitter. The pitch. And Sosa gets a walk with 1 out here in the 8th, and that'll bring in Hank Blaylock. 2 flyouts, 2 singles thus far for Blaylock. He also has an RBI, and he's been brought in once in this game. Here's the first pitch, and it's a strike 0-1. Frazier set, checks the runner, the 0-1. Upstairs for ball, 1-1. And that's the ball, 2-1. Rangers Ballpark in Arlington, one of the main names it has. That's the one I was more familiar with. Always loved the design of this ballpark, especially center field, which unfortunately I'm on the broadcast camera, so y'all can't see. It's 2-2 now, though, to Hank Blaylock. And now a pickoff attempt. Sammy not going anywhere. And Blaylock goes down looking. That's the second out of the 8th inning. And that'll bring in the Rangers second baseman, Ian Kinsler. 2 flyouts, a single, and a walk thus far for Kinsler. Frazier up to 27 pitches in his relief appearance. The pitch is a ball, 1-0. Foul that one off, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Strike called there, and it's 1-2. Frazier will look for the strikeout pitch. That will get his team on the 9th inning and hope for a miracle. He gets the ball pitch there, though, and it's 2-2. Pickoff attempt. Sosa not going anywhere. He's back in safely as well. Two-two pitch is a ball. 3-2 now. Full count. If he can get on, Marlon Byrd will bat in the bottom of the 8th inning. This is in the left field. And Johnson's there. We will go on to the 9th inning. The Blue Jays are going to need to come back as they trail 7-1. Got another Strickland propane and propane accessories call to the bullpen for you. It'll be Jamie Wright. He appeared in 20 games in 07. 9 games started, 3 games finished, 34 overall games. No saves. 39 strikeouts and an ERA of 3.62. He'll be facing Troy Gloss as he stands in to lead off the Blue Jay 9th. They're needing 6 runs to tie, 7 runs to win. And the first pitch of the ball, 1-0. Gloss 0 for 3 in this game. Ground out, a strikeout, and a flyout. One 6-1 Blue Jays, 7-12-0 Rangers, and each team have left as many stranded as they have hits. 6 hits, 6 left on for the Blue Jays, 12 hits, 12 left on for the Rangers. But that 12 left on for the Rangers really won't matter if they don't have an implosion here as they lead 7-1. A ball on a strike count. That's fouled, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Low for ball, 2-2. Wright is set in a stretch now. And he delivers a 2-2. A foul ball there. And Gloss will stick around. Good amount of our crowd is stuck around. 35,000 down here today. And as Gloss goes down on strikes there for the second time tonight. And that'll bring the center fielder, Vernon Wells. He's 1 for 3. A single, a ground out, and a flyout for him thus far. The first pitch to Wells is lined and caught out at second by Kinsler, and the Blue Jays are down to their final out tonight. And Lyle Overbay is their last hope tonight. He's 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts and a ground out to his credit. 1 strikeout was looking. I'm sorry, both strikeouts were swinging. And the first pitch to Lyle Overbay. Called strike 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is fouled, and now it's 0-2. The Blue Jays down to their final strike tonight. This crowd had stuck around, as I said, comes to their feet here, hoping this is the final pitch of the game. And it will be. This is in the air to left field, and good night, Toronto. The Texas Rangers are victorious tonight. They go 7 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They leave 12 men on base. As the Blue Jays go 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error, and they leave 6 men on base. For your player of the game, how about we go with Mr. Marlon Byrd? Byrd went 3 for 4 today. He had 2 doubles and 2 RBIs in this effort. The winning pitcher is Vicente Padilla. He went 6 innings, 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, 1 earned run, 1 walk. Loss goes to Brian Tallett. He came in on relief. of the starter Sean Markham. He gave up in 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run, and 3 walks. And that is all from Texas tonight. We will speak to you next time we meet, which will be in Florida for the Diamondbacks and Marlins tomorrow. Once again, the final score, the Rangers 7, Toronto Blue Jays 1. Good night, friends from Texas.